Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to grade 5 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? Let's start a new chapter today, chapter 10, volume and nets. So you all are familiar with two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. Can you identify which shape is this? Is it a 2D or 3D shape? This is a 3D shape or three-dimensional shape and it is called a cuboid. It is like the shape of a shoebox. Now in this cuboid, you can see faces around it. And you can see edges where the faces meet and there are also vertices where the edges meet. This cuboid has got a length L here, a breadth B here and there is a height H. So it has got three dimensions, a length, breadth and height. And that's why it's called a three-dimensional or 3D shape. And you see there is a space contained within this 3D shape. So just like this cuboid has got a length, breadth and height, the space inside this cuboid will also be having this length, breadth and height, right? So we can say the space is also a three-dimensional space or 3D space. Is this clear? So the space contained within this cuboid or within this solid figure, the 3D or three-dimensional space contained within this object is called the volume of this object or the volume of this cuboid in this case. So what is volume? You can say volume is the three-dimensional or 3D space enclosed by a boundary or occupied by an object. By occupied by an object, it means that if it is a hollow object, you can place something inside. And the space occupied by the object that you place inside that shape will be the volume of that shape. So I hope this is clear to you. And how do we measure volume? With what units we measure volume? So just like we measure area in terms of square units, we measure volume in terms of cubic units. For example, if the dimensions of an object is given in meters, we measure its area in meters square or square meters. Just like that, the volume in that case will be measured in cubic meters or meter cube. And what if the dimensions are given in millimeters? The area will be measured in millimeter square or square millimeters and the volume will be measured in cubic millimeters or millimeter cube. Let's see more into that later. Now that we understand the concept of volume, let's redefine the length, breadth and height of a solid object. We said this has got a length here. This distance is the length. And you see these two side faces of this object. So we can say the length is the distance between these two side faces. And where is the breadth? Breadth is this distance. This is the breadth B. And we can see breadth is the distance between the front face and the back face. Here you have the front face and there you have the back face. So breadth is the distance between the front face and the back face. And then you have the height, which is this distance. And how can we define height now? You have a top face here, you have a bottom face here. So you can say height is the distance between the top face and the bottom face. Let's see that again. The length or L is the distance between the two side faces and breadth B is the distance between the front face and the back face and the height H is the distance between the top face and the bottom face. So I hope this is clear to you now. Now you have to go through the topic volume and length, breadth and height in page numbers 152 and 153. You go through the pages once. In 152, under the heading volume, you can see an interesting conversation between a mother and her child. And it's about volume. Please go through that twice so that you'll be clear with the concept of volume. And in page number 153, you can also see a heading math around us. It's a small box and go through that as well and do accordingly. So children, that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, bye.